Hey everyone, this is KKW, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my all-time favorite movie series, which, if you can't tell what that is, then I'll just tell you right now. Star Wars. Badly done Darth Vader mask. That's why you would be able to tell. So, recently, after The Force Awakens came out, I had some questions and I had some issues. First of all, The Force Awakens was the first movie that George Lucas wasn't involved with, which kind of bugs me, since he was the genius that came up with it. I would have loved to see him do something, maybe even just have a cameo, but some involvement. Although, it still did have the general just Star Wars feeling to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but it felt like Star Wars, I really liked the movie. I really wish that George Lucas was in it, or did something. But, that's, it's kind of a quick little thing. Now, my other issue was the fact that it was kind of a copy of A New Hope. Like, it was really, really similar. A poor hero on a desert planet meets someone who is kind of a bad guy in their own way, I would say, Han Solo in A New Hope and Finn in The Force Awakens, which, granted they were met in different ways and for different reasons, but still, the premise is there. And also, they destroy a planet-destroying superpower. Like, hello? Catching my drift? That's, really, really similar. Okay, this Darth Vader mask is bugging me a ton, so I gotta take it off. Just a moment. Yeah, not working. So, as I was talking about before, the movie kind of bugged me with the clichéness of it all. Is that even a word? You know what I mean. But it still, again, it had that Star Wars feel to it. And they did change some stuff up, right? It's not like there's a fat, slug-like, junky, big gangster guy, right? Okay, not helping. But, what really bugged me was something that bugged pretty much everyone who watched that film. That was the death of Han Solo. I was really, really bugged by that. Because Han Solo, aside from Luke Skywalker, is probably one of my favorite characters. He was incredible. He was deadly. It just wasn't his way to go. Of all ways to die. Killed by his own son and by a lightsaber. I feel like if he were killed by something, it should be by a blaster, because he's really into blasters over lightsabers, and so it just seems, it would be at least a more interesting death than just, a nice emotional scene, and then all of a sudden, just, I don't know if they'd done it like that. Again, though, I understand, Harrison Ford wanted out from A New Hope. I don't know why. I feel like it's kind of his duty to be Han Solo, but, oh well. But his death really annoyed me. And another thought that I had is, maybe he should have died with Leia. The two should have died together. It seemed wrong for them to die completely separate from each other. It was kind of like having Quicksilver die so separately from his sister. it just doesn't really work. I wish that, they had, died fighting together, or, died in some final battle against Supreme Leader Snoke, which would have given us some more Han Solo. And then the final thing on the death of Han Solo, then I'll, move on and everything, is Luke never got to see him again. I don't know if anyone considered that, but they find Luke, and I can just imagine, they get on board the Millennium Falcon after that whole scene with Rey holding him out his lightsaber, and then being like, hey, wait a minute, where's Han at? And just silence. And then Chewie crying in the background. It hurts. It really does. I'm sad. Really sad. Okay, alright. No more death of Han Solo stuff. Done. Done with that. Done. Another thing that also kind of annoyed me was the fact that, or I guess not the fact, but the whole thing about Maz Kanata. Maz. The whole thing about Maz. They didn't really explain her much, And she's kind of a character that I don't think we've really ever seen in the Star Wars universe, Not Force sensitive, but still able to recognize the Force. Not a Jedi, but able to recognize one. Not a Jedi and still contains a Jedi's lightsaber that she clearly knows possesses those memories and, the memories of Luke Skywalker, the original owners of that weapon. But they didn't really explain it. And I'm sure they'll eventually explain it since, she says that oh so famous quote. Something along the lines of, good question for another time. Why not now? I want to know. Did she, pull it off of the gassy core of Bespin? Wouldn't that thing have been, falling, forever through deep space, or been stuck at the very core of the planet? It fell off of Cloud City. Where'd it go? But hopefully they'll come up with a good explanation. And I'm really excited for the next movie, which is in 2018, I think. And also for some of those standalone movies that I heard about that would be also very interesting. So those are just some of my thoughts on The Force Awakens. And I know this is kind of a little bit late since everyone's already said pretty much everything about that entire movie. But, maybe I raised some questions that you haven't heard of or made you think about it. Alright, so if you liked this video, please hit the like button, and if you really liked it, then it would be great if you could hit that subscribe button, since I'm kind of low on subscribers right now. So, this is KaiKaiW, out. Out. Bye.